Hey, it's your girl, Dr. Brandye. I am here. I am back. Oh man. And we are, as you can tell, we're in a different location. I'm on assignment at work, but I wanted to make sure that I kept this going and kept going with our Wednesday night meetings. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I wasn't able to get with us and get with you guys last night because I was super tired. I worked a 24-hour shift from Monday to Tuesday and I was burnt. So I couldn't. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. But that was just a testament to say, and a point of learning for everybody, that you have to know your limits and you have to know what you can do and be able to say, no, I'm not able to do that. And so last night, that's why I had to post. I was like, I can't do it. I was just too tired. So forgive me, but I know that you understand, because that's who you are. So thank you for that. Thank you for that grace. I appreciate it. But hey, we're back tonight and we're gonna have some fun. So first things first, if you are joining us live, please say hello. Say hi, because I want to be able to acknowledge you and say hey, shout you out, and just kind of have that connection and that energy. So if you are here right now live, just say hi in the comment section. All right. Number two, if you are catching this on the replay, say or put in the comments hashtag replay, because I want to know if you're catching this later, because that helps me to know that this is important, it's valuable content, and it's giving the people what they want. So if you're catching this later, hashtag replay in the comments. All right, so you know who I am, but I'm going to say it anyway because that's how we always start these Wednesdays, the Life Love Libido Show with Dr. Brandye. I am Dr. Brandye, and I am a board certified OBGYN. That's number one. Number two, I am an Amazon #1 best-selling author of my book, My Oh My, A Committed Woman's Guide to Getting the Great Sex She Deserves. And number three, I am your sex and pleasure coach. And I teach women how to feel good in and out of the bedroom and how to get their sexy back. And I do that through my group coaching, my private coaching, through my workshops and master classes, through my speaking engagements, and through the book. So I am a resource to help you if you are struggling in the bedroom. Hey, Dr. Erica, thank you for joining. So glad to see you. As you can see, I'm in a different locale. I'm getting like you, girl, and doing these locums assignments and going different places. So I'm in a different place than I usually am. So here we are, hanging out. So anywho, tonight we are going to be talking about getting out of your head, because that is something that came up with me talking to a few women actually over the last week or so. And I wanted to just have a conversation about it because it is so important. And I realized that I wanted to have a conversation on it because I also read an article earlier today that was talking about erotic mindfulness. And so, that's all in my wheelhouse. And I'm like, we got to talk about this because this is something that my peoples, my girls, my sexy ladies, they need to know. So what's erotic mindfulness? That's probably the first question. And erotic mindfulness is a spin on being mindful or being aware. Now, this is something that I commonly hear when I'm working with my clients. And they're like, I'm having sex, and, I'm just laying there kind of looking at my imaginary watch like, dude, hurry up. You got 5 good minutes, and then I'm going to need you to get off me because I got to go do this, that, and the other, the X, Y, and Z, right? Or they're thinking about, okay, what am I going to make for dinner tomorrow night? I got to get the laundry ready. I got to get this ready for the kids so that they can go and do their science project. Or these days, now that we are still, in this time of the pandemic, is like, okay, well, I got to make sure I get X, Y, and Z done before this time, because otherwise the drain on the internet is going to be too much, and then the kid is going to be screaming because they can't get their homework done and all this other stuff, right? So there's so much that's going on up here in our heads that we are unable to relax and be able to enjoy the actual sexual encounter. And so erotic mindfulness is a way for you to be able to get out of your head and get into your body and become aware of the sensations that are happening in your body. So that's the long and the short answer of what erotic mindfulness is. It's a technique that you can use to get out of your head and get into your body and get into the pleasure, which sounds pretty good to me. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, that sounds like a good thing. If y'all think that sounds like a good thing, give me an amen in the comments, an emoji, some hearts, something. Let me know what you think. But that's what erotic mindfulness is. And so, I wanted to come to you all and talk about, what are the things that keep us from enjoying sex? What are the things that keep us from having the pleasure that we want, that we need from sex? Because I always talk about the benefits. Like, sure, it's some benefits to your partner, but guess what? It's some benefits to you too. Not only do you sleep better, not only do you look better, because having that after sex glow and smiling, that in and of itself will make you look younger, right? So you sleep better, you look better. It's a form of exercise, so you're burning some calories. It is a great stress reliever. It releases endorphins in your brain, those feel-good chemicals that make you feel like the world is all right, like you are all right. Even when, stuff ain't going exactly like we want it to go, you still can have a positive perspective on your life. If you're having good sex, let me put it that way. If you're having good sex, that's the caveat. It's got to be good sex. It's got to be sex that's giving you a good orgasm, because there is such thing as a bad orgasm. And if you want to know about that, say, yes, I want to know about bad orgasms, with the spirit of, let me teach you what it is so that you can have good orgasms. Okay. So those are some of the benefits of great sex. And when we're talking about what are the things that get in the way of great sex, one of the things is just our inability to move from in our head to in our body. It's like a disconnect. Everything is going a mile a minute up here, and then from the neck down, it's I hate to say it that way, but it's like dead. It's dead. And that is not what sex was meant to be. It was meant to be something to enjoy physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So if you are, only able to think about all these other things while you're having sex, and you're not able to get into it and enjoy it, that's a problem. That's something that needs to be addressed. I want you to get on my schedule if that's the case. Go to drbrandyeobgyn.com, because we can get to the bottom of it and change things so that instead of you dreading sex, instead of you feeling like, not again, Instead of you trying to figure out, okay, how can I do this and check this off the list? This is the one time this month we gonna have sex. I got to do it. And, trying to build yourself up so you can get those 5 minutes in that your partner got to make sure that you hold up your end of the bargain. Let's get that out the way. Let's cut that out altogether. Get on my schedule. Dr. Brandye, OBGYN. Let's talk about it because I can help you. Hey, Dr. Ferlandy, so glad to see you. So, girl, we are here talking about erotic mindfulness and what that is. We are talking about the benefits of good sex, and we are talking a little bit about how to turn bad orgasms into good orgasms, because that bad orgasms is a thing. So we were talking a little bit about that too. And then you came in when we were talking about, if somebody is unable to get out of their head while they're having sex and are not able to enjoy it because they're stuck in their head with so many thoughts and things that need to be taken care of that they are considering during that time instead of being present and focused during sex on the pleasure. So that's where we are, just to catch you up. Thanks for hopping on. I'm so glad that you are here. And so the title of tonight's show, Get Out of Your Head, is just that. That's what needs to happen when you find that you are just stuck up here. And sometimes that can be a challenge. It can be a challenge. So don't think that I'm just telling you, oh, get out your head, it'll be fine. And it's some easy thing that you can do. It's not. It's not. Dr. Ferlandy said, I love it. Thanks for the recap. You're welcome. I got you. I got you. So, getting out of your head, first and foremost, requires you to be aware that you're in your head. And so that's part of, me calling out what might be happening, what you might be thinking during sex. Remember that? You looking at your imaginary watch on your arm, like, excuse me, sir, ma'am, you got 5 minutes. you looking at your watch like they gonna hurry up because I ain't got time. I gotta do this, that, and the other. That's one sign that you are in your head and not in your body and enjoying the things that are happening. Another sign could be that you are running down your laundry list of things that you have to do or get done from the morning to the night, and you are lamenting. You are bitter and resentful because you like, I need to be doing X, Y, and Z, and you taking up my time, and I don't even want to be here, and I don't even like this. That's another sign that you're up here in your head and not enjoying the pleasure, not enjoying what's happening to your body. Dr. Ferlandy said that's true. The minute I start thinking, that's it, girl. It is. It is. All the stuff, all the things that we have to do on a regular basis just to keep all the plates in the air and don't drop one. It's no wonder that we are stuck here because we on a time schedule and it's got to go boop, 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 boop. Otherwise it's going to fall apart. So, like I said, I'm not saying that it's easy. What I'm saying is you are being shortchanged when you stay stuck up here in your brain and not getting into your body. So we talked about looking at your imaginary watch. We talked about that rundown of your to-do list. Another thing that may show up as you being stuck in your head and not in your body is you don't even want to have sex because you're like, I'm not even going to enjoy this. Why? One, it's the same routine, same old thing. He touches you the same, he or she touches you the same way, they kiss you the same way, they give you that look, and you know that's the signal. That's the signal. And you're like, I don't want to do it again. I need some variety. I want something to get excited about, and I'm not excited about what's going to happen. So you need some novelty in there. But that's one sign. Or it's not that it's the same old routine, but you know that we're doing this, but my partner is getting the benefit and getting the climax and having all the fun, and I'm not getting anything, and they just roll over after they get theirs. And it's like, I don't want to do that. For what? It's not benefiting me. It's benefiting you. And it's taking time out of my busy schedule to do. No. That's something else that can play out as you being stuck in your head. And then when you're in the middle of doing it, you're having all these thoughts. You get mad, getting resentful. And it's like, nah, like hurry up, because I don't like feeling this way. So those are all some clues that you may be in your head instead of being in your body and in tune with the senses. Now, I talk about how the brain is your biggest sex organ, and so you have to stimulate the brain. And for women, if you do not feel safe or secure, and that's physical safety, like is a door locked, are the kids gonna walk in, are they asleep, to is this a safe place to be and to live? If you don't feel safe, you won't be able to relax and have sex, because your brain, there are parts of your brain that literally have to relax or shut down in order for you to have and enjoy sex and have an orgasm. So that's the first piece. So you got to feel safe. Safe physically, safe mentally, emotionally, all of that, right? Right. So we feel safe. The second piece of getting out of your head is you have to actually get present in the moment. Now, a lot of times we either spend our mental energy being in the past and thinking about what has already happened, or conversely, we're in the future and we're anxious and thinking about what's going to happen. But it is very rare that we are just in the moment right now, right here, and experiencing what is going on. And that is the key to being able to enjoy sex. You gotta be in the moment. Now, getting to that point takes practice. And I'm not gonna tell you this is easy. It's simple stuff, but it's not easy, because we are so used to our minds going, to be able to slow down and realize what your thoughts are, interrupt those thoughts, and then give new thoughts. That takes some practice, some training, some effort for the best of us. And then you take a subject like sex that's already emotionally charged and all these other things. It's not easy. It's simple. There's some simple things that you can do, but it's not easy. So don't beat yourself up if you are not able to do that. But know that there's help. I'm here to help you. Dr. Brandye, OBGYN. Get your free strategy session and we can talk about it. But it's not simple. It's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. So first thing we said was just being aware of the thoughts, that inner dialogue that's going on in your head, that running dialogue. You got to be aware of what you're saying to yourself, how you're talking to yourself, what you're saying to yourself. Then you have to get present in the moment. And how do you do that? Like I said, it's a practice that you build up. Now, sure, you can practice in the bedroom when you're having sex, but that's probably not the best place to start if you're not already doing some sort of meditation, mindfulness practice. So I would say, I want you to practice just closing your eyes and doing some deep breathing for 3 minutes. 3 minutes. If you could do it for 3 minutes, you are good. You actually get the benefits of meditation and mindfulness starting at 3 minutes. So maybe do 4 because it's going to take you a minute to get into it. Maybe do 4 minutes. But 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes if you really want it, you want the gold star, the A+. But start there and just sit. And it's going to feel uncomfortable because you're going to, again, your brain is going to be like, but we got to do this and we got to do that and we got to do the other. And as soon as you stop moving and you sit down, your brain is going to be like, but wait, we got this and this and this and this and this and that. So if that happens, know that you haven't failed. Know that you have not messed up. We expect that. However, get into the habit of saying, thank you, I have that. And letting it go. Thank you, I have that. And letting it go. Now, if you're finding that stuff is coming up, that you're like, I really need to make sure I remember that, sometimes it's helpful to sit and just write out all the stuff that comes up. And then once you write it all out, you can then have your 3 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes of being mindful. But if you're okay and you're in that mindfulness and you are not having, all these rogue thoughts coming up about what you need to pick the clothes up from the dry cleaners, you got to get, some heavy whipping cream from the grocery store, those kind of things, great. But if not, write the stuff down, make a list, just do kind of like a brain dump before you do that session. Hey, so glad to see you, Brandye. Thank you for joining us. So you got to get present. So be aware of what's happening inside your head. Get present. Start, this is 2A. Start small and start outside of the bedroom. 2B, once you feel like you have the hang of this mindfulness stuff, try it in the bedroom. One of the ways that can be helpful for you to do that is to focus on one of the 5 senses while you're having sex. That helps to bring your attention to the present moment. And so it could be something as simple as focusing on the sound of your breathing, focusing on the sound of your partner's breathing. It could be focusing on the sensations of your hands on your partner or your partner's hands on you. Just pick one of the senses to focus on and focus on it for 3 to 5 minutes. That will definitely keep you in the moment. And that can up the sexy factor for sure. But it definitely gets you out of your head. And that's what we want. We got to get you out of your head. Because although that's where desire and all that stuff starts, I won't say it that way. Because you can have everything happen in the brain. And it's different from orgasmic meditation, because that's a whole other conversation. But you can have, it's called hands-free orgasming. And that is just a fancy way of saying your brain and you think your way to an orgasm, which is a cool thing. It's a totally cool thing. So if y'all want to know how to do that, let me know in the comments and we'll do a whole live stream on that. Hands-free orgasming. Okay. But yeah, so, but a lot of times when we get in our heads, we get stuck there and it's not a good cycle of, okay, I'm being mindful and I'm using my brain to actually have an orgasm. We're using our brain and taking ourselves out of that erotic space. And so it makes it harder to enjoy sex. It makes it harder to have an orgasm. It makes it harder to even think about sex in a positive way. So you got to get out of your head. You got to get out of your head. Now, again, if you need help with that, There are people who can help you with that. There are sex educators, sex therapists. There are sex researchers, and there's myself, your sex and pleasure coach. So jump on my schedule at Dr. Brandye OBGYN if this is something that you struggle with. Because again, it's not easy, but it is simple. And I just gave you a couple of strategies for how you can get into the moment. But there's so many different ways to do it that, we would be on here from tonight till tomorrow, and I can't do it. I got to go to work tomorrow. So if you need help with that, definitely come on over to Dr. Brandye OBGYN and schedule your strategy session. All right? So with that being said, I'm going to conclude tonight's live stream. I want to thank everybody for jumping on. So glad that you were all here. Thank you, Brandye. Thank you, Dr. Ferlandi. Thank you, Dr. Erica. And there are a couple people who I saw that flashed on and flashed off. So thank you guys as well for showing up. Definitely, if you know somebody who needs to hear this message about getting out of your head so that you can enjoy sex and have great pleasure and great orgasms, share, tag that person, let them know about the channel, let them know about the live streams, share so that they can get the benefit of this as well. So that's the first thing. Second thing, if you are yourself struggling with some of these things, not having great sex, not having good orgasms, but having bad orgasms, not being able to get out of your head and get present, jump on my schedule, drbrandyeobgyn.com, so that we can help you, because you're missing out on some great benefits of good sex and orgasm. And my big goal, like I have certain goals that I want to accomplish like this year and next year and all that stuff, but my big goal is that every woman in this world who wants to have an orgasm can do it quickly and easily. That's my big goal. So if you are not having orgasms quickly and easily like you want to, I want to talk to you. All right? All right, so I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Enjoy this hump day. Please go get your hump on if you can. Do it safely. Masks on if it's, you're not sheltering in place with your partner. Masks on, positions that don't bring you face to face so you can be safe. All right? All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. It's Dr. Brandye, board certified OBGYN, Amazon #1 best-selling author, and your sex and pleasure coach. And I teach you how to feel good in and out of the bedroom, how to get your sexy back, and how to be present and get out of your head so that you can have the best sex life ever. All right, so I'll talk to you guys on Friday, Dr. Brandye, After Dark, 8:30, right here. Okay? Bye.